So I'd like to take a few minutes to share Anne's story with you. So Anne is a veteran triathlete, and she recently had a personal best Ironman and a personal best marathon within the Ironman. So I want to share how we did things with her and how that might benefit you as a long distance triathlete. So a little bit of backstory about Anne. She had the experience and she was accustomed to putting in the volume. And when we started working with her, one of the things that was clear is in order to get the strength gains needed on the bike, we needed to reduce her volume a little bit. Her aerobic base was not her limiting factor, and she was able to ride for long distances, but we needed to improve her ability to be strong on the bike. And so we reduced her volume and we focused a little bit more on developing the glycolytic system, our fast energy response. And so that's one of the things that we did. The next thing we did is we slowed down her run. And so sometimes the run was referenced by pace restrictions, and sometimes it was by heart rate restrictions. But we wanted to slow down the run to help her develop some efficiencies that we knew she needed for race day. And then as we got close to race day, what we did is we dialed in her fueling plan. So based on the testing we did to determine her rate of carbohydrate and fat burn at the intensity she planned on racing at, we came up with a fueling plan so that she would get off the bike with enough energy to be able to run. Because we knew naturally, and this is the case for most people, you can't take as many calories in on the run that you can on the bike. And so we wanted to make sure that she wasn't going into a big deficit going into the run, so that she would be able to run to her potential, and that's indeed what she did. She had an amazing race. She finished top 10 in her age group, and it was a breakthrough race for her, a personal best Ironman and a personal best marathon, and now she's getting ready for next season, and we have our eyes set on some pretty big goals. So just wanted to share this with you. If you're a triathlete and you're doing lots of volume, I guess the one thing I would say to you is make sure you know the energy systems that are lacking, so you can then focus on developing those. And sometimes that might mean a reduction in volume. Not for everybody, but for some athletes that's the case. Your run pacing. If you're running too fast too often, and I'm not talking like hard runs, but sometimes a moderately hard run can be too fast. And so making sure you're getting that aerobic development. And then finally, make sure you have a plan. A fueling plan as you go into your race. The fueling plan should be based on your individual rate of carbohydrate burn. When you're on the bike, you're burning through X number of calories per hour. How are you fueling? Are you able to fuel that intensity? And if you're not, what adjustments are you making so that you're not going into the run in a deficit? Because if you approach that run in a deficit, you're gonna walk away feeling like, why couldn't I run any faster? I feel like I didn't perform to my potential, and often it's a fueling issue. Not always, but that's often the case. So do those three things, and that can help improve your Ironman performance. Hope you found this beneficial, and once again, congrats to Anne for a breakthrough performance, and we look forward to more of those in the future.